y'all. Welcome back to July After Dark. Today is my anniversary. Today makes 1 year that I have created content in the form of a podcast for y'all asses. So give yourselves a round of applause for being with me for a year. That's number one. Not my longest relationship, but this will just be it. Cause I plan on doing this motherfucking forever. So with me doing this forever, uh yeah, we will be together forever, and this will now be my longest relationship. So give it up to yourselves for being outside with me this whole motherfucking year doing the motherfucking thing. You feel me? Listen, besides all that, well, before I even get into all that, y'all tuned into July After Dark, the motherfucking podcast show, one of the hottest podcast shows coming to you from the Bronx, New York. And listen, we not doing nothing ordinary over here. Nothing. And I got a special surprise for y'all. But here, before we get into that, before we get into all of that, I want to thank you guys. Like, I would not be able to do all of this and be here and continue to create content for all of us and for you, me, and everybody else that wants to see it if it really wasn't for y'all supporting me. Honestly, like, I need y'all to give it up for yourselves, continuing supporting me and doing y'all thing, because this is not easy and it's not something I'm willing to give up at any point in time. You feel me? Like, I'm willing to just keep doing this until, the clock strikes or the bell rings or God calls me home, whatever one. So at the end of the day, I'm just here to just give y'all all the laughs and the tips and the fun, because I feel like life could be so stressful sometimes you forget to have fun. So here I am to give y'all this fun that I like to have, and we gonna have it on July After Dark each and every time if we can. I need to. This is the year that I'm gonna start doing things more in public with other people, doing things outside, because if you know, I love outside loves me, and I just can't get enough of it sometimes. So we're going to start expanding together. This is all a collective thing. I want to take everybody with me. If you are a content creator, if you are an adult entertainer, you are a podcaster yourself, you're a music artist, you are artist, whatever you do and you want it to be out here, you want people to hear what you got going on, yo, hit me up. DM me on every platform that you know that you got of me, and let me know, and let's get to this. Let's do this, because support is free. And the fact that y'all keep supporting me, I'm gonna keep supporting y'all. So if y'all got anybody that y'all think is a great fit for my podcast, just let me know. And we could get to it. You feel me? Cause speaking of that, I found somebody, right? Not like that. Who don't I found someone who wants to be on my podcast. And this is going to be drum roll, please. I'm not good with drum rolls. But this episode is going to be featured on July After Dark, the Nasty Show. So if y'all don't know, let me tell y'all right now. July After Dark, the Nasty Show will premiere only on OnlyFans, y'all. Only on my OnlyFans. So if you're not subscribed to my OnlyFans, then you're not going to be able to see the Nasty Show. So you have to go subscribe to my OnlyFans right now. Like, as we speak, just pause this, go subscribe, then come back. I'll wait. So, right? Go and do that, because I'm going to be dropping episodes on there weekly, like multiple times a week. Because we're just going to be talking about things. If you have a sexcapade, if you have a fantasy, a kink, anything, please inbox me, DM me, hit me up. I will read your story on my podcast. I'll read it on the Nasty Show. If it's something that you want, like if you need some advice with something, anything, relationship, sexual, I would prefer to stay in the sexual lane. So if you have anything of that sort, please DM me. Like, DM me your story, DM me anything. Just hit me up, because this is gonna blow up too. I see how July After Dark is just blowing up in different ways, shapes, and forms. So I know that July After Dark, the Nasty Show, is just gonna come right behind it. So why not? Why not just get it popping? Because I want to tell y'all stories that I can't really tell y'all on here, because it's just more appropriate for the Nasty Show. Like right here. Y'all want to hear the story about how It was my ex's birthday, and me and him weren't really dealing with each other that heavy. But I still had a little soft spot right here for the kid. So we wasn't really dealing with each other like that. But you know what? I was like, listen, kid, happy birthday. I hope you have a good time. I'm sure I wasn't going to see him because it was his birthday. So I know because it's his birthday, he wasn't going to end up linking me. I just felt that way. Whew, boy, was I wrong. Whew. Listen, it was my ex's birthday. I ended up blocking him because I was kind of sad. I was kind of mad that he didn't really invite me out, or he didn't tell me like, hey, I'm outside over here, pull up or anything. And we didn't really mention talking. We didn't even mention chilling with each other on his birthday. So yeah, I was a little salty. My, I was a little salty. It's whatever. But oh boy, did it turn back on me because tell me how I blocked him. I said my happy birthdays. I needed something to lift me up. I needed to pick me up. And my friend happened to come through and literally pick me up in the air. And as we're done, and I finished cooking us some stuffed shells, and we're chilling, we're drinking, and we're having a good time, enjoying ourselves. My doorbell rings. And who is it? It ain't Jesus. I would not be here to tell you this story right now if it was Jesus at the door. Okay? It wasn't Jesus. It was my ex. Literally ringing my bell as I just got done doing the deal. When I tell you that interaction was funny as hell, my mind is like, this is not gonna go well. Like, this is not gonna go well. Hell no. These two about to be in here fighting and scrapping. But then I think, but wait, I think they're not gonna fight. Not over little old July, and not in my house. My friend was already in the room getting dressed because he didn't want no parts of this. My ex is in the living room, drunk as hell because he's on something like, listen, girl, we need to talk. And I'm just like, what's up? Like, what do you need at this point? So, long story short, well, the longer version will be on July After Dark, the Nasty Show, with more detail, of course, and I'll be going into depth. But long story short, my ex ended up sleeping in the west spot I made with the last man. What the fuck? I could be trifling if I want to, so play with somebody else. But needless to say, he's obviously he's an ex and we don't deal with each other anymore. But that was a funny situation because just imagine that. Like, how would you feel knowing? Like, obviously you didn't know, but you find out later on in life, like, damn, I really just pulled up on this girl that she just finished do with somebody else, and now I'm laying in their love juices. Yeah, I might have been. I would have been in prison if that would have been my scenario, but it ain't my scenario. So yeah, so you have to tune into July After Dark, the Nasty Show, to get a full episode of what happened that night because it's juicy. And if you have me on any other social media platform, then you would know what happened that night. But if you don't, this is why the July After Dark, the Nasty Show is in place to tell you that. Okay? So go on over to my OnlyFans and subscribe because we're going up when it comes to this. And I'm definitely going to have some guests on there, and I'm definitely going to have some people on here to tell you their side of their story. Show because you are tuned to July After Dark, the podcast show, and we're going to get lit because this is my 1 year anniversary, y'all. And I just really, really, really want to thank y'all once again for really just being here with your girl and helping me get through this because, like I said, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be doing this. And because you guys are so supportive of me and the life and my content, like, I'm really, really appreciative. And I'm a crier, so don't even get me started right now. I'm not going to get teary-eyed, but I am very, very, very grateful for each and every one of y'all. For anybody who has spoke about the podcast, for anybody who has recommended it, shared, like, commented, even just glimpsed at it for a second. I really, really, really appreciate you. You don't know what it's like to just have a platform to be able to express yourself and just say things that just make sense. And I'm not going to say everything I say makes sense, because sometimes you got to say things in a way where you may not want to hear it. And don't ask me what that means, because I don't know. But listen, I really do appreciate y'all. Like, y'all don't know what y'all do to me. The y'all are my family. I always looked at other people when they said, like, the internet and their followers and supporters are their I see why. Y'all are truly my family. Y'all my fans. Y'all my fan base. Y'all my fan base. Y'all are that. And I will continue to do it for as long as y'all allow me to. Because you are tuned into July After Dark, the 1 year anniversary episode. And thank you guys so much again, because we're just going up from here. You're tuned into July After Dark again. I can't stop saying it. It's July. It's July After Dark, right? Oh, this is July After Dark, baby.